Welcome to Black Royalty Success Digital Media TV, where good work progress to be great work.
More people are buying cars online. So Yuba City dad, about to have a second child, scored quite the deal on an SUV.
So where's his vehicle? Well, he called Curtis to investigate.
Yeah, guys, he says he spent 2 weeks negotiating down the price on this SUV with an out-of-state dealership. He now knows that vehicle never existed. This video of a shiny SUV helped convince dad DeAndre Hobbs to buy the 2021 GMC Yukon Denali.
How long had you been searching for a car?
We've been searching for about a year.
With a 2-year-old and a baby on the way, his growing family needs an SUV. Like many, he turned to Facebook Marketplace, finding this Denali for $52,900, $7,500 cheaper than other places. It was at a dealership in Idaho. They sent him all the vehicle records he requested, and also specific video he wanted of the SUV, including the tires and the engine with it running. After weeks of phone calls and haggling, DeAndre got them down to $47,000. So he wired off the money.
We had no reason not to believe him because of, I guess, the show he kind of put on.
Then the dealer kept changing the delivery date, saying it was a shipping issue. DeAndre grew impatient.
So at this point, I drove to the airport. I flew to Idaho, rented a car, drove to the location of where the dealership should be. The dealership was closed. The website vanished from the internet.
Scammed.
So I was devastated, to say the least.
Out of all that money he spent 2 to 3 years saving, with a baby on the way.
It was something I was doing for my family, so I felt like I made a poor decision.
And then the same exact SUV showed up again on Facebook Marketplace, this time linked to a different dealership in Pennsylvania with the same exact professional-looking website.
Everything is the same. So it's like they almost copied and pasted.
So I ran the address listed through Google Earth and went Street View. And here is the real building there. Side by side, it becomes clear the picture used on the phony dealership website is photoshopped. And the logos, they're crooked. And back on the website, look at the staff section. Our team is spelled our tem. Scammers often aren't great spellers. And what about the so-called CEO Antonio? No last name. I dragged that picture into a Google image search. And guess what? I found him.
Are you Antonio?
No, obviously not.
He's actually Frank D'Ambrosia, a real estate agent in Rochester, New York. The scammers lifted his photo right off his professional page.
And the thing is, I had no idea until you contacted.
DeAndre brought his case to his local police department.
They basically said it's not worth their time.
This individual is no dummy.
We brought the case to the FBI's Jimmy Hassani, who says on average people in the Sacramento region give scammers $12 million a month.
What is the likelihood once you've sent your money that you're going to get it back?
If you report within a reasonable amount of time, it's likely.
So what's reasonable? 48 hours. And where do you report it? The FBI's Internet Complaint Center website, IC3.gov. The FBI reports recovering wire transfers in 70% of the cases reported within 48 hours. But it's a deadline DeAndre did not meet.
Hopefully, one day they get caught.
His newborn is now here, but DeAndre and his wife are now working to come up with the money to buy that family SUV.
I've tried to reflect on it and say, okay, it's just money. We have a roof over our head, things like that, but it's devastating.
A lot of car dealerships are now showing up online, and I personally would never buy a vehicle unless I saw it in person first. By the way, Frank in upstate New York says he was also contacted by somebody in Canada. Evidently, his photo was being used as part of an apartment scam. He got that photo taken down, but now he's worried where his picture will show up next. Have a consumer problem you can't solve? We are here for you. Go to CBS13.com/call Curtis and fill out our form.
For your support.